everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. It's a picture-perfect day as we get set for today's contest between the North Carolina State Wolfpack and the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. As the college football season continues, these two teams are vying for position in the ACC standings. And here come the Demon Deacons. The Wolfpack are much too powerful to be stopped in this game. Kirk, what are your thoughts?
North Carolina State should win big, and chances are, because of their passing game, they're going to be able to make some big plays downfield. We're looking at one of the best receivers in the nation, and that's why this team is so tough to beat.
You're absolutely right. I'm picking the Wolfpack.
And the fans are on their feet awaiting the start of this game as the players line up for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. Clark fields it in the end zone. It's 1st and 10, ball on their own 16. The Wolfpack with 4 receivers. Nice play fake. Short toss. Tackle. That little play action good for about 4 yards.
On the play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 20. North Carolina State comes out with 3 receivers bunched. Davis back to throw. Steps up. Down the middle. Got it to the senior.
That was a well-designed play.
Yep, good execution there. Nice job of getting the first down on that pass.
1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. One-man backfield. Davis steps back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws to the middle. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He let his halfback too far on that throw.
This kid needs to relax and get the ball down where his receivers can catch it.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 26. North Carolina State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Davis tosses to the left side. Thompson brings him down. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
1-yard gain on the play.
Third and 9, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Davis with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He steps up. He's looking. Long ball, right side. And it's incomplete. He let his wide receiver too far to the outside.
Yeah, he just had to pull the string a little bit more there.
4th and 9. Ball on the 27-yard line.
North Carolina State lining up the punt. Pearson gets it off. Davis fields it at the 35. The offense heads out onto the field for the first time.
And with their defense forcing the punt, it allows them to have a shot at getting the first points on the board.
It could be a long day for this right tackle as he takes on the challenge of blocking this animal at defensive end.
We're going to have the opportunity to see a guy who can really create problems by getting to the quarterback.
And something tells me he's going to be getting to the quarterback a lot today. He's not exactly going against the best right tackle in the world.
On the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 37. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Jones
Andrews
with a
the
takedown.
carry.
Gain of less than a yard on the play. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
From the gun, he drops back, looks, rolling out to the right side. Once and all, going deep. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line. What an amazing catch, first down.
Boy, Brad, you said it. That is a big-time play there. Spectacular catch and great body control there on the long pass reception.
First and 10, ball on the 15. Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. Hoyt tackles him for a loss on the play.
Makes the stop. 1-yard loss on the play.
Second and 11 coming up. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. Andrew takes a handoff. Shifty move there. Heath brings him down. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground. Wake Forest hasn't been able to get in the end zone very often this year.
Hey, forget about the end zone. They can't even get in the red zone.
6 DBs in the lineup. And they got him for a loss.
Excellent job by the defense to read the draw play.
Yep, the quarterback thought he could spread them out and find a hole for himself to run through, but they were having none of that.
Here comes the kicker. He'll try to put his team up by a field goal. It's up, and it's right down the middle. And now let's take a look at the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Wake Forest lines up for the kickoff.
Hall back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Clark fields it in the end zone. Little shake and bake move. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line. Makes a move. They'll bring him down. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack come out in a bunch formation. Davis back to pass. He's on the run. And he's got him on the fly.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 46.
46-yard line.
And they have 3 bunch. They'll throw on first down. Oh, what an interception. How did he catch that ball?
He just stuck his big claw up there and caught it. Some of these linemen will surprise you with how athletic they are.
Yep, you got that right. I've seen guys this size that run 4.5 40. Now, granted, they were from the Speed State, but I've seen it.
You in the Speed State, you just love those kids that play high school ball in Florida, don't you?
Come on, Kirk. It's a different breed of athlete down there. You know that.
The Deacons come out in the ace formation. They hand off on the counter. And they hit him in the backfield. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball right around midfield. One man backfield. They go with the run. McCargo tackles him for a loss on the play.
3-yard loss on the play.
3rd and 13 coming up. Ball right around midfield.
48-yard line.
The Demon Deacons come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Throws down the middle. Found his man. And he's all the way down to the 19-yard line.
That's just airing it out on 3rd down.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. Missed tackle. He with a takedown. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 17-yard line. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Lowry brings him down, and the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. Breaks one. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They went to their power back to get him in.
I love to watch this guy play football. He just lowers his head and dares people to get in front of him.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the Pontiac drive summary, bringing you fuel for the soul. Wake Forest to kick this one off.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Clark back deep to the
Here's the kick. Clark fields it in the end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
Davis comes to the line with 3 wide. There's a play fake. He's looking. He's rolling left. Lets it fly. He got it! And he's taken down.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 31.
31-yard line.
Single set backfield. They'll throw on first down. Looks. Throws it to the outside. The 10. Knocked out of bounds.
Move those sticks. That's a first down.
And a great catch, too. Did you see how he looked that one in?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He can catch the football.
Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Drops back to pass. He's looking for his man. It's tipped.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Davis goes with a play fake, guns it to the end zone. Someone got a hand on it. The ball was tipped away, and that saved a touchdown.
The coach has got to love this kid. His instincts are superb, and he's always around the football.
They come out in a goal line set. Davis set to go to the air. It's deflected. Well, that wasn't a very smart pass.
It can be very tough to read where the holes are and where they aren't when his zone defense is run down by the goal line.
There's no doubt he shouldn't have tried to throw that ball in there. I think he was confused and thought he saw something that wasn't there.
The field goal unit lines up. This will make it a one-score game. And it's good. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. North Carolina State is ready to kick it away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Davis fields it in the end zone. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll take over at the 22-yard line. The Demon Deacons set up in the gun. Here's a counter play. Tackle. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9. Ball on their own 23.
23-yard line.
Two tight ends here. Tries to do. And they make the stop. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
A long ways yet to go, but at the end of one, our score, Wake Forest 10, North Carolina State 3. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 26-yard line. Wake Forest comes out in the shotgun. Little handoff. He jukes. He's hit and got away. Hoyt with a takedown. That's not going to keep the drive going.
Good, solid defense there to force them into a 4th down situation.
4th and 4. Ball on the 28-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. Number 81 punts it, and it's a good one. Paul fields it at the 19. He's hit and got away. At the 40. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
Across the middle. He makes a diving catch.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42.
42-yard line.
Two tight ends here. Keep it on the ground on the tailback. And down he goes. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 40-yard line. Wake Forest comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. And that one's fallen incomplete. Poor pass, and his tight end couldn't reach it.
Receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 40. North Carolina State lines up in a bunch formation. Davis back to throw. Steps up, looking, throws back across field. Complete. What a catch. Tackle.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great-looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. The Wolfpack come out in the ace formation. They'll throw on 1st down. He's looking. Look out. And it's caught. They'll bring him down. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming him down the field.
It's 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 21-yard line. Davis with 3 wide receivers. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, over the middle. Got it. Touchdown, NC State. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
It's almost if the receiver told the defensive back, "You think you can cover me? I'll see you in the end zone." Yo.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just under 5 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter, the score, North Carolina State 10, Wake Forest 10. Number 12 is lined up to kick this one off.
Number 14 back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Davis fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll get the ball here at the 20.
20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. A little juke. Lowry brings him down. They'll get 2 on that one.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on their own 22. Wake Forest comes out in the shotgun. On the ground with the tailback. Juke move. Gets that one. And they make the stop. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. The Deacons come out in the ace formation. He steps up, throws this one out to the right. Got some open field. Davis with a takedown.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a 1st down 9 out of 10 times.
One man backfield. Andrews on the delay. Point with a monster hit.
1, 2, 3. Kirk, he might be out for the count.
Oh, what a hit. You know, at the end of the year, you're going to look back at this and remember this as one of the hits of the year. That guy can really bring it.
2nd and 12 coming up here. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Single set backfield. He's gobbled up in the backfield. A big loss after they stuffed the run.
Not much you can say there. The defense just shot in and blew up that run.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. And this is the 6th play of the drive. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. Throws. It's deflected.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
The drive stalls, and they'll have to punt it away. Number 81 boots it way up there. Hall fields it at the 13. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. First and 10. Ball on their own 15. North Carolina State lines up in a bunch formation. He jukes him, shakes off a tackle, and down he goes. That's a gain of 8.
On the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 23.
3-yard line.
North Carolina State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He passes it. Has it to the senior.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on first and second down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. And the impact receiver's in the zone right now. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides. On the defense. 5-yard penalty.
The defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
First and 5. Ball on the 31.
31-yard line.
Davis steps back to pass. Throw short. Complete. Swanson with a takedown.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 23.
3-yard line.
Davis will hand it off. And he's taken down. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Davis comes to the line with 3 wide. Toss. He throws it to his quarterback. And he's stopped behind the line. It looks like this defense has put up some very impressive numbers thus far.
I'll tell you why. They're fast, they're strong, and they tackle well. That combination means one thing for the offenses. Nightmare.
Lee, they've been playing great football all year. You're lucky if you can even get past the 50, let alone find the end zone.
Here comes the kicker. He'll try to put his team up by a field goal. The kick is up. And he got it. Here's the Pontiac drive summary, bringing you fuel for the soul. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it deep.
Number 14 back deep to return.
Number 14 fields it in the end zone. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. onside give. He lost the ball. Williams brings him down. Wake Forest calls a timeout. It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 23. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Back to pass. Steps up. Looks. Wants to throw outside. And it's the senior.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Demon Deacons line up with 3 wide. They'll throw on first down. Look out! It falls incomplete.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 31.
31-yard line.
Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Setting up the play action. He's going right. And he pulls it down. Wake Forest takes a timeout. It's first and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. They line up in a double tight set. There's the play fake. He throws it. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
Incomplete pass. Number 14, the intended receiver on the play.
So it's second and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. 2 tight ends here. He drops back. Looking. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Fumble! Williams with a takedown. And that turnover has got to hurt.
Yep, they want to rack up some points before the half, but it's not going to happen now. Not when they turn the ball over.
That's not what you're looking for. That's a shot to the morale of this team. It's bad enough they were already losing going into the half.
They'll take over at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Wolfpack line up with 3 receivers bunched. Wants to throw outside.
Incomplete pass. Hall, the intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33.
33-yard line.
Davis with 3 wide receivers. Steps up in the pocket. Across the middle. And it's the senior. North Carolina State calls a timeout. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The defense looks confident as they held them to a field goal on their last red zone trip. He's going left. He goes up and gets it. It's a touchdown. He grabbed that one for his second touchdown of the half.
And that second touchdown pass was just as pretty as the first one. This guy's good.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, North Carolina State 20, Wake Forest 10. Carolina State to kick.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 14.
Kicks it off. Number 14 fields it in the end zone. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll start this drive at the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. First and 10.
They come out in a goal line set. Inside give. Little shake and bake move. Brought down. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there.
6 on the play.
Second and 4. Ball on their own 21. Folks, let's pause now as we've reached the end of the first half. Our score at halftime, North Carolina State 20, Wake Forest 10. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick.
Number 14, back deep to return.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. Davis fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out of the field for their next possession.
On the return. They'll
First and
take
10.
over at the
Ball on their own 18.
18-yard line. First and 10.
Single set backfield. Little handoff, makes a move. Lawson brings him down. They gained 5 yards there.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
He just went right through him.
Who was supposed to block that guy?
I don't think it matters, Kirk. He's playing with reckless abandon out there. It's got to be hard to block a guy that hits like that.
Third and 9. Ball on the 19.
19-yard line.
Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. Williams comes away with a sack. We just saw what makes this young man an All-American.
Well, get used to it. This guy's going to make himself a name playing on Sunday.
Wake Forest lining up the punt. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Hall fields it at the 31. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll set up shop at the 39.
First and 10.
They line up in the shotgun. Over the middle. His receiver has it. And they pick up 9 there.
9-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball right around midfield. Watch out for the man at wideout. He's feeling it right now. Davis hands it off. No, play fake. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Wants to throw outside. And they push him out.
Williams on the reception. 21 on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Davis comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Scale with a takedown. The halfback picks up a yard.
On the play.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. If anyone can force a turnover right now, then it's the man at linebacker. Short toss. And it's caught. And they make the stop. 3, maybe 4 yards on the pass.
Gain of 4 on the play.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. North Carolina State lines up in a shotgun set. Davis hasn't thrown a bad one this drive. Chucks it deep down the right side. It's deflected. Nice timing by the safety to get in there and knock it away.
That's what his job is, and he did it perfectly on that play.
Fourth and 5. Ball on the 33-yard line.
And this will be a very long field goal attempt. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And it is good. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. North Carolina State lines up for the kickoff.
Davis back deep to return.
He sends this one deep. Number 14 fields it in the end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet, quickly!
This left defensive end has got to be licking his chops right now. Since his team is winning, he's going to have plenty of opportunities to pass rush here in the second half.
We saw him make the most of his opportunities in the first half.
He had his way with the right tackle in the first 2 quarters, and I'm pretty sure he has a couple more sacks left in it. Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 31. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Over the middle. Great concentration.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball right around midfield. The Deacon set up in the gun.
1-3.
Here's the counterplay. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. The defensive end was the victor on that play as he bolted in to tackle him for a loss.
He was able to do that because the interior linemen held their ground, leaving the runner with no options.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 49-yard line. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. On the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled. This back did everything he could to get him out of that long yardage situation, but it still isn't enough for the first. It's third down and 3 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. They line up in the jumbo set. Brought down. They won't get the first because of a great defensive effort.
This defense just really stepped up.
and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line.
They come out in a goal line set. They're going to throw. He steps up, down the middle, and it falls incomplete. Well, they had to go for it, but they don't make it.
Yeah, but I like the call. They needed to do whatever they could to get back in this ball game.
Too bad it didn't work out the way they wanted it to.
They'll go to work at the 39.
At the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Wolfpack line up with 3 receivers bunched. They'll throw on 1st down. He's looking, throws. And that one's fallen incomplete, and he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 39.
39-yard line.
Davis with 3 wide receivers. Handoff up the middle. Tries to shoot. Edwards brings him down. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 49. The Wolfpack come out in a 2 tight end set. Steps up over the middle. They'll bring him down. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
North Carolina State lines up in a bunch formation. It falls incomplete. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
Third and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 42. The Wolfpack come to the line with their jumbo package. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. Incomplete pass. Poor pass, and his tight end couldn't reach it. The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Pearson boots it way up there. Number 22 signals for a fair catch. And they'll down it at the 8-yard line. Their last drive ended when they decided to try for it on 4th down and were turned away by the defense. They'll get the ball here at the 8. And the defensive end is looking to make a play. On the ground with the tailback. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5.
Gain on the play.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 13-yard line. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He juked him out of his shoes. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 16.
16-yard line.
Nickel defense, and they'll run him again. Davis with a takedown. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, Brad, but it was also great blocking up front by the offensive line to open up the hole.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. Andrew gets it on the counter. He jukes. Got some open field. He brings him down. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things. And
that'll bring this quarter to an end. Folks, we've played 3, and our score is North Carolina State 23, Wake Forest 10. First and 10. Ball on the 46. Single set backfield. And he's going to be sacked. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass to the halfback. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
Second and long coming up here. This is the 6th play of this drive. The Deacons line up with 2 tight ends. Over the middle. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? All reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
So another 3rd down facing the offense, and this one is 3rd and long. Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's rolling right, under pressure. Scott comes away with a sack. They just got to the quarterback for the 4th time today.
This offensive line has to be able to protect the quarterback better. They're giving up sacks left and right.
They come out in a punt formation. Number 81 punts it, and it's a good one. Hall fields it at the 13. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive at the 23.
First and 10.
Davis with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. And down he goes. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
2nd down and 14. Ball on the 19-yard line. North Carolina State lines up in a double tight set. And they got him for a loss. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
It's 3rd down and 15 to go. Ball on their own 18. 1-man backfield. He drops back. Down the middle. The senior makes the catch. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving for the game. The Wolfpack are lining up to punt it away. It's off, and it is a dandy. Davis calls for the fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on their own 26.
26-yard line.
1-man backfield. There's a missed tackle. Williams with a takedown. A yard, if any, there for the halfback.
Gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. Single set backfield. They hand it off. Tackle. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
1-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 8. Ball on their own 28.
8-yard line.
won't be surprised to see this defensive end wreak havoc back there. Drops back to pass. Looks. Across the middle. Into traffic, and it's picked off.
Oh, boy. I bet he knew as soon as he released that football that he shouldn't have made the throw. And that's the thing. When you're under that kind of pressure, it takes away that one split second you need to scan the area so you know where it's a safe throw.
That's why a pass rush is so crucial to a defense. It allows you to intercept those passes from the quarterback.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
First and 10.
And this impact receiver is looking to make a play. He's in the zone. Inside handoff. And he's taken down. The halfback picks up a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 35-yard line. North Carolina State lines up in a bunch formation. Davis drops to throw. Looking. Pressure coming. Throws it to the outside. And it falls incomplete. And that one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, are you kidding me? There's a blanket around that receiver. Somebody else had to be open.
Third and 9. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. Back to pass. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. He put too much on that throw.
That's his big tight end, and he's definitely not a track star. I think the quarterback just overestimated his speed.
Fourth and 9. Ball on the 35-yard line.
They'll line up for the kick, and this is going to be extremely long. It's up, looks long enough. And it splits the uprights. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. Number 12 looks ready to kick this one off. Kicks it off.
Number 14 back deep to return.
Davis fields it in the end zone.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll set up shop at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. There's a play fake. Looks. Short toss. And it's incomplete. Poor pass, and his tight end couldn't reach it.
Intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 20.
On the 20-yard line.
Wake Forest comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. Incomplete.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
It's third down and 10. Ball on the 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Deacons come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. He rolls out to the right. Wants to throw outside. Hudson brings him down. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Fourth and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. He's under pressure, and they get the sack. And that was a big stop defensively.
Yeah, they only needed a few yards here to keep the drive alive. Great job by the defense to shut them down.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here.
First and 10.
They'll work from the shotgun. Here's a counter play. Got an opening. Swanson with a takedown. The tailback picks up 6 there on the misdirection.
On the play.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. One-man backfield. Davis set to go to the air. Throws it to the outside. Swanson brings him down. Coach, you got something for us there?
Yes, I do. With that last throw, he's thrown for over 300 yards in this game. I know the defensive coordinator is kicking and hollering right now on the sidelines.
Looks like they're going to try to power this one in. Davis back to throw. He lobs it out to the right. Complete. Edwards with a takedown. Wake Forest takes a timeout. They're crowding the line. Little juke. Scale. Tackles him for a loss on the play. Wake Forest calls a timeout. Watch the linebacker. He's the star of the defense, and he's in the zone right now. Again with a carry. That score puts this game out of reach.
I'll tell you what, sweetheart, it's going to take an amazing comeback to win this game. But 3 scores is too much to overcome with this much time left.
You know, they wanted to close this game out, and that's just what they did with that touchdown right there.
And he hits the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Number 12 is lined up to kick this one off. He kicks it. Number 14 fields it in the end zone. A confident defense heads out onto the field after stopping this offense on a 4th down attempt the last time they were on the field.
And the last thing you want to do is just come out and do nothing again and give them even more confidence.
They'll work from the shotgun. He drops back. He steps up. He's looking. Going deep. Lays it out there. And they push him out.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40. Wake Forest comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Looks. Comes across the middle. It's deflected.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. Setting up the play action. Across the middle. Lost the ball. Fumble. And the offense picks it up. And so the offense will hang on to the ball.
What was that tight end thinking? He can't keep making mistakes like that.
They're not going to be so lucky next time.
They'll give it off here. Got some open field. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. They'll throw on first down. Looking. Wants to throw outside. The quarterback had a tough time with a blitz on that one.
With this guy, you can't let him stand back there and have too much time to throw the ball. You've got to get a hand in his face.
On the 11 going in, the Deacon come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Steps up. Somehow gets the ball away. And that pass falls incomplete because it was deflected.
That's great defense right there, Brad. That's something the coaches always remind their players to do. Get a hand up in the face of the quarterback.
11 yards out.
11-yard line.
Wake Forest lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Oh, my, he dropped a sure interception.
He was thinking about doing more than catching that football, like where he was going to go with it.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Nickel defense. Rolls to the right. Wants to throw outside. It's tipped. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
The 11-yard line. First and 10.
Handoff up the middle. Juke move. They'll bring him down, and they continue to pound it out on the ground.
Tick, tick, tick. Continue to milk that clock.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. Let's see if they look the wideout's way. He is in the zone. Davis on a counter. Thompson brings him down. Short little gain there, just trying to keep that clock running.
Keep that clock running and keep that other offense off the field.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 15-yard line. And the man at wideout is in a zone right now. There's the final gun, and this game is history. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. North Carolina State faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
Folks, it's been a lot of fun, and I hope you can join us again next time. Our final score on this one, North Carolina State 33, Wake Forest 10. This is Brad Nessler for Lee Corsi.